Greetings, friends. We're off to a slower start today. Had a long day yesterday, and I've been feeling it, sore, and moving just a little bit slower, but still pressing on. Spring, we got a spring right now. We got a lot going on, so we got to keep the ball rolling. Alrighty, thank you for bringing that over, Selah.
You're welcome.
Alright, so we're right here at the back side of our garden at the bottom of the hill. So this is like the back, the furthest part away from our house, part of the garden, that we have 4 beds here that need stuff growing in. It's like, we want to grow. And we have had chickens in here and ducks, and they were in here about 2 months ago. We moved them. But yeah, they cleaned it up really well. There's not really much growing in here now. They went to town and add manure and mowing it down for us. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start making these beds grow some things. So we're gonna add some fertilizer, some compost, and we're gonna get our grow on. Before I get started, I'm going to take this tarp here and I'm going to cut it to fit the main walkway on the side here of my garden beds. And my goal is to have all the major walkways in the perimeter of the garden have tarp or landscape fabric on it, so that way we can suppress the weeds and control them much more effectively and keep out the plants that we don't want growing in and around our garden and help it to be easier managed. Alright, we'll just get this tarp out of our way for now. So what we did is I basically went down the tarp, marked it at 5 feet, and after I made all my marks with the spray paint, Selah helping me out with the tape measure, just went through and cut it. So that way we have a nice 5-foot walkway to be able to, with the tarp on top, suppress the weeds. So what we're doing next is, man, it's getting pretty bright out here. I think that the high today is supposed to be 80 to 85 degrees, so interesting. So we're getting spring going with a bang right now. So pull this tarp away and get my fertilizer. You know what? Look at this. Look at this clay that we have here. It is so hard. I actually have a tool right here. I'm gonna show you just a little bit how hard it is. So you take this mag here. Look at that clay. It's not the worst that we've had here, but it's definitely harder to grow in. So I may just kind of tease and mess with the top few centimeters or so, then add our fertilizer in, and then our compost on top of that. Whew. Definitely a workout. I bet you're wondering, why in the world are you doing that by hand? Well, right now both my rototillers are down. I'm trying to go to no-till, but this is just too hard and I don't have enough compost to just put it all, just layer it and cake it on top. So I just want to scratch it up a little bit. As I'm doing that, I can kind of see where I've added compost last year. It's a little bit darker, as you can see here. It's got a little bit of darkness to it, a little bit of black and a little bit of dark brown, and not just orange. So, but things the way they are right now in our country, and more and more things closing down, it's gonna be harder and harder to get things. So right now there's a delay on the part that I need for my rototiller. So and I'm just hoping that the place where I get the compost from continues to stay open, because I'd hate to be in leadership position right now, because in our country, because even around the world, these are tough decisions that people are going to have to make to see when is it going to be the risk of being closed become greater than the risk of being open. And we'll see. Whew. Man, once again, getting to work out here on the farm. And I really like living in North Carolina. I wasn't born here, but I consider it my home state. But two of the things that I really don't like about living here is the humidity and the clay. It is tough, as you can see. So, ain't no way I'm gonna do this with each of these beds here. I'm just doing it here in this one bed because that's where we're gonna do some, sow our root crop here. And I just wanna have it loose enough so that way the root can actually grow and shoot off. If not, it will stunt the growth, and they won't be able to grow as fully as they should. And the other beds we're going to do some greens, and they don't need a lot of loose soil to do so. So put the fertilizer in, and then compost, then probably take a break. Do you want to know how you can grow more of your own food, grow your own groceries? Well, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to tell you how you can learn to do so for free. Well, it took a little bit of time, but we are now finished with this one bed. Still have 3 more to go, but past lunchtime, and I think we have 2 deliveries. So I'll get some lunch and see what those deliveries are. All right, so we had lunch and we went ahead. The packages are already open, but we do want to share them with you, what all we received. And the first one actually came for Lacie, but we're all going to benefit from it.
So we opened it up and I got 2 dwarf everbearing mulberry trees from Elizabeth Wenzel. So here they are, all wrapped up. We just got them today, and I'm super excited about getting them planted in our permaculture orchard and figuring out where they go and where they'll grow best.
It's pretty exciting, all the different things that we continue to add to the permaculture orchard up there, and adding these is going to be really neat. They also come with these biodegradable popcorn thingies here.
Yeah, that the kids have been playing with. So all kinds of little fun shapes. And we also received a couple books, like Have You Considered Evidence Beyond a Reasonable Doubt? And these are really cool. It talks about biology and biblical accuracy and history, and it's like one for every day, and there's 2 different ones here. And the kids have already been flipping through these, and they find them really interesting because they already love to learn about animals.
So that would just help with adding some more great homeschool material.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate that. And who is that from? Where are those from?
Rick and Sharon Davis. Thank you so much.
Yep, we really appreciate that. And the last thing that we got, the box is really heavy. So it actually, when the I can't remember, was it UPS or Amazon? It was UPS. UPS guy got it. He was like, we got a big heavy box. And he's like struggling to bring it to me, and then he hands it to me, and I'm like, yeah, it really is a heavy box. So it is a, what is that, Lacie?
So it's a rechargeable battery bank. You can recharge it by plugging it into an outlet, and you can actually hook up a solar charger to it. So right here,
you can see I'm getting the workout in holding this thing.
I think they said it's 37 pounds. So essentially, you can charge it up and take it with you to, let's say you have another job site. You can run a drill off of it. You can run, you know, whatever power tools you need. And then you can recharge it in the sun. Super cool.
And this can also come in handy for charging up our phones or computers or whatever necessities we may need if the power goes out for whatever period. So it could come in handy for those things.
It would be really cool just to see how we can use it on our homestead and share with you, how it works.
So yeah, so we'll keep you updated, and then we plan to test it out. So stay tuned to see how it works well for us. But it's time to head back outside, guys. Hey kids, we got some more work to do in the garden. It was pretty hot out there earlier, so I don't think we're looking forward to it, but we got to get the work done. So back outside. All right, so you up for quite a workout?
Does it matter if I am or not? I think that's what's gonna happen.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna load up these buckets, and I'm gonna run a train with whatever, some kind of system with the lawn tractor. You fill up the buckets, I'll dump them, and while I'm dumping, you'll have another set of buckets to fill up, and we'll just keep it going until we use up all this compost and fill up our beds that we have way down there on the back side of the bottom of the garden. That's the ready face, or trying to get ready face, or something like that.
I'm working on it. Okay, 6 buckets down. I don't know how many more to go, but as I've been here shoveling, Josiah asked me a question. He goes, if I could have my choice between pizza and French fries, what would I choose? And I said, I don't know. I guess it just depends on how good the pizza is. But what about you, Josiah? What would you choose?
That's hard. Really
Pick
hard.
one.
I can't.
Okay, he can't decide. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what would you choose? Pizza or French fries?
I see a sky with a reindeer car, but I'm not running. I see a train moving on too fast, but I'm not leaving. And you go round and round and round, and you cannot see. I'll be right behind you, a hawk in the tree. You look so beautiful today, and how the game is changing. Just like a stranger, suddenly knows everything.
Okay, here's buckets 19 through 24. Can we fill them up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Dun dun.
Woo!
Oh no. Bam, 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 bam.
There's an emergency inside. My help is required. I shall return. Okay, crisis averted, so back to work, minions.
Yeah.
Back to work.
Cool. Yeah, we could make it out of tubs.
Buckets 25 through 29 because he left one bucket down there. Let's see if we can fill these up.
Alright, well, as is typical with me, I overestimate what I can do and underestimate on what needs to be done and what we had the resources to do. So have exhausted the compost that we have and was only able to complete half of these beds. So I was only able to do 2 full beds, and we still have 2 more beds to go. So looks like I'm gonna have to go pick up some more compost, and it's got me thinking with everything going on. I need to figure out a way that I can make our compost in bulk. So we do make compost, we do food scraps and things like that, but making big bulk compost, I haven't done that yet. So we'll have to see what we can do. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and at least get these beds sown with seed. So we can put radishes here in the bed that I raked up earlier, and we're going to put arugula in this bed right here. So hopefully Lacey's ready to do that. She's been doing a good job keeping me moving with shoveling. So she's getting her workout in for today, her farm fit workout. All right, so great job shoveling there. You got a little sweat going, maybe a little heart rate up.
Just a little bit. You know. It's good for me though.
So we've only were able to do 2 beds, so I'm gonna have to go pick up some more compost. But it is what it is. But next, if you'll go ahead and set up the cedar with radish seeds. We'll put radishes in one bed, and if you get some arugula, some Baker Creek arugula, I'll do the other bed with arugula. Getting late, but if you want to grow, you gotta want to grow, and you gotta do what you need to do.
You gotta sow if you want to grow.
Sow. That's right. There we go. I like that. All right.
We're gonna have a little competition, if you will. The past few times that we have sowed radish seeds, we just can't seem to get the depth right necessarily with the seeders that we've been using. So we have an earthway seeder, and we have a Haas tool seeder. So I'm going to do 2 rows of radishes with the Haas seeder, and I'm going to do 2 rows of radishes with the earthway seeder, and we're going to see which one does the better job of spacing and see the germination rate. So what are you doing? You need to put your underwear on. You need to put your underwear on. Okay, now that we're all dressed, I will show you who's gonna help me. You ready to go now? You're all dressed? Got our clothes back on? Get up. What do you want to help me do? What do you want to help me do?
What you?
Help me.
What you?
With, plant some seeds, or you're throwing dirt clods?
At die.
Well, let's not throw them at Josiah or anybody else. Okay, that's not nice, so stop. So Micah, what did you just say?
This is mine.
So you're going with the earthway seeder, right? Okay. And I guess I'll be going with the Haas seeder.
Get some
Those radishes.
I know what.
Well, we're losing sunlight by the minute. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get these beds done. I think we are. But that's what I get for sleeping in, right? And getting started late. So Lacey's gonna use the seeders here and sow these beds with radishes, and this bed here. And I'm gonna sow this bed right here with arugula using my trusty old wheel hoe right here. Alrighty. Got that done. I don't know why I still have these on. What in the world is that about? Oh, now I'm shooting seed on myself. Well, didn't close my packet all the way.
He's showering in arugula seeds. Oh, wait. Let me rake them off. They're on your shoulder. Don't lose them.
Yep, this is our last packet of seed right here. And Baker Creek and a number of other companies are shutting down their sales for the next few days. What was it, at least a week or so?
I think until the 13th for Baker Creek.
So that's putting it on my mind to start saving our own seed. You never know. We love Baker Creek and we'll plan to continue to support them. But you never know. We might not be able to buy seeds one day. You never know what would happen. We actually have arugula seeds that have flowered and have gone to seed, so we plan to save those seeds. So we plan to continue to do that more and more with the different varieties of things that we like to grow around here.
Dumping arugula seeds on your
Crazy.
head.
Yeah, that was not smart. Should have closed that packet better. Just like that.
You sound like Bob Ross.
A little happy arugula. A little happy arugula here, a little happy arugula there. Happy tree. Happy plant. Makes happy farmer. Makes happy stomach. Makes happy people. Bob Ross is great.
You may wonder why Mike is seeding the arugula by hand. He just likes to do it by hand. We haven't found a seeder that really seeds it exactly how we like it, so I think it's a little therapeutic for him too.
Yep. And I can be a little happy and just kind of just sow it sparingly, not sparingly, sow it bountifully and just kind of just whoo, seed here, seed there. Because I like my arugula to be dense and I like a good harvest from it.
And if you don't know what arugula looks like going to seed, it's right here. So it'll have these flowers, white little flowers. Sometimes they can look yellow, but normally white. And then once they're pollinated, they will produce these seed pods right here. So pretty soon it's going to be time to cut these and let them dry, and then just put them in a brown paper bag and shake them, and the seeds will come out, and then you have your seed for next time. And the reason that we're saving these seeds is because we only have one type of arugula planted right here. So that way we know that it's not going to be cross-pollinated, and it's going to grow true its next growing cycle.
Well, friends, we live in an interesting time right now, and many people are wanting to know how to grow more of their own food. Well, I've partnered up once again with my friend Justin Rhodes for the Grow Your Own Groceries Summit. So make sure you check out the show notes below for your free invite to check out this summit. And once again, it's all for free.